Good afternoon, welcome to the video. So something a little different for this Sunday video. What I wanted to do is just touch on like a recap for the week, and then what I want to do from there is like look at what I'm going to be focusing on for the next week. So included in the recap for the week, what I want to discuss is workouts that I've completed this week, just quickly touch on those, any struggles that I've had, anything that I've PB'd or that I've really enjoyed doing, and then obviously think anything that I want to change or moving forward, what I want to be looking at for the next week. I want to try and make this a regular thing rather than just doing the workouts all the time. I have got a workout video to put in this, but it'll be like just a little bit of a snippets from yesterday's, just to show you what I got up to on the Saturday workout, in the partner workouts, because they're loads of fun, so I want you to see obviously that. So without further ado, let's get on to it. So workouts for the week. It's been a really good week this week. We had bank holiday on Monday, which did the hero workout gunny. Really enjoyed that one. That one focused on something for me which is a bit of a struggle, which is running. I always find like that with running, I just don't seem to be getting any faster, but what I did manage to do was time the first mile. I had an idea of what I came in at, and although it wasn't like amazing, the first time I ever did a weighted vest run, I was coming at like 10 minutes for the mile, and in that workout the first mile came in at 9 minutes 50 seconds. And I know that's only 10 seconds, and obviously it's not a great jump. I wasn't pushing myself. That was just at like at the pace that I wanted to complete, because I knew obviously I had a lot more of the workout to come. So getting 10 seconds quicker whilst knowing what was to come, and that was my pace, was just that little bit quicker. That felt really good, getting those little small steps into progressing. So I was really happy with that one. For Tuesday's workout, it then ran again at running. This one was 10 rounds of 200 meters. It wasn't sprints, it was meant to be like at a moderate pace, and holding on to that pace for the 10 rounds. So again, something that I wanted to focus on, and it was also really good for me to do those, because obviously within a workout, sometimes if you're doing running and you're also doing other things, you don't get time to focus on trying to progress those movements. So running itself, I think I got to like round 5 on the day, and I found like, right, okay, I was kind of like push a bit more through my quads and my hamstrings, and the times did actually get quicker. I was running at 42 seconds for the first 4, and then I was like, right, okay, I'll try a little bit more just because I was feeling okay, and then got down to 41, then 40, and then the last one sort of cheated because I did that as a sprint, and that was 36 seconds, but to be honest, it felt great. So I wasn't like out of breath or like dying like I normally am. So yeah, it has given me that opportunity to see the progression through that workout. On to Wednesday, and this is another PB again for me. So in Wednesday's workout, we had handstand walks, and it's always been a goal. Obviously, I really enjoy doing handstands and handstand walking, and to be able to do those in a workout is something that I love to do. And I managed to get a full length for a full 25 foot without stopping, without coming down. Although it was like a couple of holding it and then going forward, and then holding it and then going forward. I did manage to do the full 25 foot without coming down. So I was really, really happy with that as well. Thursday's generally a rest day for me, and this week was no different. So managed to obviously eat a bit more food on the Thursdays, because what I find on a Thursday is that like my body is like, oh my God, I'm knackered. So I have to eat a few more calories, a few more carbs, just to fuel me up for the rest of the week. On to Friday, and as last video that I posted, that was an open workout, which on the last Friday of the month in the gym, what we do is everybody votes, and we pick 2 previous open workouts, and we attack one of those as a gym. So that was really fun. This week was 14.3, so if you've not seen that video, go and check it out. I really enjoyed that one because it was deadlifts, and I do enjoy doing deadlifts. What I don't enjoy doing, well, I do enjoy doing, but what was hard was, it was amazing how the box jumps, which obviously is the other movement in the workout, blew up my hamstrings for doing the deadlifts. So it was good, because I think it was 125 felt so heavy. Felt like you were doing like max singles each time you picked it up. But I really enjoyed that one, and it's you know, it helps you grow, you know, to fatigue the muscles in the box jumps, and then hit the bar and try and maintain form. That was the focus for me on that one, so I did enjoy that one. Saturday is always a partner workout day, and this one was no different. This one was overhead squats for sets of 10. And the weight for that one was it wasn't to go as heavy as possible, it was to make sure that you could complete those 10 reps unbroken and get onto the double unders, which was the other part of the movement. So while one person was doing the 10, the other person was doing double unders. So it gave me a chance to practice double unders, and so this is the footage that you'll actually see after this part, and practice overhead squats, because it is not something I'm brilliant at. I did have injuries in my shoulders before I started CrossFit in January, and it's something that continually worries me, is having my arms out in that locked out position overhead. I don't always feel the most stable, but it's good to get that time under the bar, basically. So what I'll do is I'll put the footage in for that. I'll just put a couple of minutes in just so you can, you know, get an update of what it looks like for me at this point in my journey, and you know, it's all good. So looking forward to the next week of training, which this is Sunday now for me as well as this being released. I don't know what the workouts are yet. Generally we'll get like a snippet, an idea of what we're going to be up against, but I'm feeling fresh, and I can't wait to get on with those workouts. After the workouts there, I'm also going to be focusing on some false grip ring holds and ring rows, because it being the stability of my shoulders, I do struggle on the rings. So I'm trying to get just a few minutes, you know, 5-10 minutes after the workouts, and just focus on those things. So what that will look like for me is having that false grip on the rings and just holding in there for I'll do 30-second interval, and then what I'll do is I do that for a few, and then I hold the rings near my chest. So I go from outstretched, so I'll hold them in my chest, another 30 seconds, and then I hold in the with my feet off the floor in the top of the transition. None of that made sense, but in my head it did make sense. And then what I'll do is I'll practice the transitions on the floor through the rings, going through that motion, trying to build those motor patterns into my body. So that's going to be the focus for the week, as well as make it through the week, obviously. What I'll do is I'll put the footage in now for the workout. Any comments or questions or anything like that, just put them below and I'll get back to you, and I'll talk to you afterwards. So as you can see, not really very heavy in the squats themselves, but again, like I said before, it is something that I struggle with, so it's a work in progress, as everything is. With the sport itself being so varied, it is so good and allows you to, you know, get so many new skills. So I can't even imagine when being a novice or a beginner at something is going to elevate to that next level. It's going to be a few years, you know, before I can say, right, I am actually okay at that one. So yeah, so it's loads and loads of fun. Great to obviously work out with other people as well. In the partner workouts, it's something that I really enjoy doing. Yeah, so what else can I touch on? Diets. This week, I would say this last month really, that I feel like I'm starving. Well, not really starving, just hungry. I feel like I can always eat food, you know what I mean? I'm trying to stick to like 3 big meals a day, but I feel like even once I've eaten those meals, I'm like, right, okay, I could still eat. So it's something that I'm going to be discussing with the coach at the gym, just to see if he can give me some pointers, or if we can come up with some sort of nutrition plan that's going to try and curb those, like that hunger. Or it might not even be hunger, because I wouldn't say I'm like, oh my god, I'm starving, but I do feel like, right, okay, I could still eat, you know. So it's something that I need to discuss with someone, and something that I'm looking at in the future. So yeah, I'll discuss that again next week, and we can see what we come up with between us. So fantastic. So as always, thank you very much for watching the video. If you think someone will benefit from the video, please share the video. Any comments or questions, put them below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.